Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Disc Degenerates here on Super Clash Video. David, what's going on, buddy?
Pretty good, man. Still burning up here. It's so hot that the water's drinking water. That's how hot it's been. If you recognize this background, you're a pervert, just like me.
And if you recognize my background, you are also a pervert, like me.
So. And there's nothing wrong with any of this stuff. Nothing.
I know. For those of you who might be tuning in for the first time, Disc Degenerates here. This is a series where David and I admittedly have a problem with buying movies. We're addicted. What movie are we going to be talking about today, David?
Vice Academy, a up all night staple when I was young. This movie made me have a mustache when I was like 10.
Addicts always hang together and help feed each other's addictions, right? David had sent me a link to the Vice Academy set. This is Vice Academy 1 through 3. I originally missed it when it was on sale at Vinegar Syndrome. It went out of print. I've been moping about it for years. I'm like, they're never going to release this again. He sent this to me. David, it was a French site, correct? It was in France. The company's in France.
Yes, completely in France. So little quick backstory about this. So Vinegar Syndrome released this, and people pay obscene amounts of money for this set, 1 through 3. I know there's 4, 5, and 6, which I believe is later on. But I was on a Vinegar Syndrome Facebook page, and somebody had said that they had bought it, and I was like, wow. And they were only saying it was only like $35. I couldn't believe it. I thought it was a scam, especially since the fact that it was from another country. Bonjour, Jean. So you got to kind of watch out for that. Maybe it could have been a bootleg. Naturally, once again, the only other person that would know about this movie, I text Geof and I said, hey, you ever seen this? And you're like, oh man, I've been wanting that for a long time. We both are fans of this type of movie. I sent it to him. We both were kind of like, Geof went first. He dove headfirst into this buy. And then he was like, well, what kind of shipping did you get? Because neither one of us could understand anything that they had in French. Huh? He did it. My worry was that, a lot of people were complaining that this company, you have a lot of subtitles in French and you couldn't remove them. Perfect mixture of things. They said there was no subtitles. Geof said he bought it. Peer pressure got me real quick.
And David's absolutely correct that eBay has this for an obscene amount of money, and it's just more money than I'm willing to part with. That's how much of an addict and degenerate I am. I instantly just said, oh, this is probably a scam. Click buy. The whole site was in French. I clicked the Google Translate button, so it had all kinds of broken
exactly
English.
What I did. Yeah.
Right. It didn't make any sense. They could have said anything. I just went, I clicked, I added it to my cart. I signed up for an account. I bought it. There was just like you said, all the shipping options. Like shipping option 1 was like c'est blanc, and then the other one is c'est blanc.
Google didn't translate the shipping. That was weird.
They didn't translate the shipping. They called it all kinds of like alien words. So I thought we were buying it from like Venus or Jupiter. So while David was researching that, I was like, oh, I bought it.
Yeah, I kind of felt like Karen Barkley in the first Child's Play movie where she buys the Chucky from the peddler. She doesn't know what she's getting.
Okay, show her. Well, is it a good guy or not? It is. It is.
That's exactly how I felt. I was like, I'll just get it. Geof got it. I was a follower in this situation too.
And dude, and I got it in like 3 days.
Yeah, Amazon doesn't even go that fast anymore.
I wanted this so badly. I didn't even care if the subtitles are there. I didn't even. I'm just gonna buy it. I'll live with it because I don't think they're gonna re-release this again. But I got it. And I'm so happy. It has a nice slip. The Vinegar one it's like a close-up animated cop, right, with the bosoms hanging out, right, the bosoms. This is not a bad slip. Nice little slip it came with. It's all in French, by the way. So
all of it, yeah.
But I mean,
I think the only words you can make out of this is porno.
Porno.
That's all it says in the back. It's like, oh, for some reason that caught my eye in every single moment. That's why this background's here. But I will say this about the movie. If you're jonesing for the Vinegar Syndrome one and you cannot get it, this is the same exact Vinegar Syndrome transfer. And it does tell you in the back of the cover. So if you don't want to pay $110, which I feel like you're just paying for the slip that Vinegar made, the casing, this is it.
Yes. And even though they are best in class, David, as we always say, for the presentation.
That's right.
this is not that bad either. And if you really want the movie, this is the way to go. We should include the link, right? We should include the link for anybody that wants to buy it.
That's right. Yeah.
And I'll buy from this company again. I mean, that's the transfer on it is freaking beautiful, right? I think I was the first one to crack it open. I think it came like a day or two later, and I was like, "Yo, you can take the subtitles off. Sounds great. Video's great. It was awesome."
That good, huh?
Yeah, it was a lot better than I expected. But the moment I saw the Vinegar Syndrome logo in the back, and once again, we're not getting paid for any of this shit.
No.
Of course not, you fool.
I knew. I was like, okay, cool. This is the best alternative you can get for this out of print.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a completist or whatever you want to do with it, and you need that hardcover case that they made, that's on you.
Yeah.
But if you want a cheaper alternative, the slip isn't too bad. There's really nothing bad about this release at all.
They have all the special features of Vinegar had too, dubbed in French, but you can turn on the English, so you can actually. I mean, if you're into that. Funny story, David, if I may. I saw 1 and 2 on USA Up All Night many moons ago, and it was a Gilbert Gottfried episode. So he's always funny and putting his little jabs in on actors and things like that. So he just kept mentioning so I remember Linnea Quigley from I recognized her from Return of the Living Dead, and she was a scream queen. Ginger Lynn Allen, she was pretty hot. The actress that played Holly in it.
Hi, it's me, Ginger.
The whole time he keeps making basically sexual jokes and being filmed doing sexual acts, like on those little bumpers they do going to break and coming back from break. And I didn't get it. I was like, man, what's his deal? What's his deal with her? She's pretty hot. Come to find out, she's a porn star, which I found out a couple years later because I was a little too young to rent pornos back then. So I didn't know who she was. I just thought she was a normal actress.
A porno operation? How did you hear about that?
See, and our backgrounds, they fit well together because you saw it in Up All Night and you noticed Linnea Quigley, but I knew Ginger Lynn Allen from this. I had an illegal cable box. I shouldn't even be saying things like that.
When will you insects ever learn that crime doesn't pay?
But we had a cable box, Channel 99, and I remember it was a Rendezvous channel. That's how I knew. I was like, oh, this is Ginger Lynn. I should have known everybody else first, but like I said, this movie had, helped me with the mustache and the beard that I have today.
Yeah.
And like I said, our backgrounds are fitting for exactly how we were introduced to these actresses.
Once I did find out that she was in adult films, I went to hunting.
We gained great forearms for her film.
That's right, man. Oh, yeah.
Blow me down.
And Linnea Quigley, I mean, she was in her prime. She looked great, too.
I love this job.
It's directed by Rick Sloan. All of them. There's 6 Vice Academies. So our set only comes with the first 3. The director's Rick Sloan, who made all these movies. He did some other movies that are on Up All Night. But he also did Hobgoblins 1 and 2. You could tell he was having a lot of fun making these movies. They don't take themselves seriously at all.
It's kind of rare for a director to have 6 movies of the same title under his belt. Normally they change somewhere down the line.
Linnea Quigley and Ginger Lynn Allen are only in the first 2. Then it's just Ginger Lynn Allen with a new sidekick in the 3rd one. So Linnea Quigley didn't come back.
This is even stupider than the last one.
That's probably for a good thing, because while I do enjoy 1 and 2, 1 being the best, part 3 is garbage. I watched it again and it was painful to get through. Really painful to get through. If it didn't have Ginger Lynn on it, I probably would have shut it off much sooner.
Yeah, I don't blame you for that at all. But, this is one of those blind buys. I don't even know what else to say about that. Like, this is what we're going to be known for now. This is exactly how we became friends. Blind buys and Knight Rider 2000.
Yes.
That's how it all worked out.
That's how it all came together. The stars aligned.
And I wouldn't say it's necessarily like a blind buy. Like, we never seen these movies before. It was a shot in the dark because we thought we were going to get scammed.
Yeah, I mean, I just literally just gave $50 to some company on some website. I didn't even know what it was saying.
I have lots of money. Yes. How much are we talking about?
It was Google Translated. You know how Google Translate goes. David, this is one thing I do sometimes for fun. I'll go to a foreign website and then I hit the Google Translate to see how things translate. And it's hilarious.
What's the joke?
Right? I think it's the funniest thing ever.
It's like everything's spoken in riddles.
Yeah. Yes. It's like the Coneheads or something if they came down to Earth and like they're just trying to like be hip with us, you know?
And speaking of France, right? The Coneheads are from France.
Where are you people from?
France. We come from France.
We come from France.
This is like a perfect storm of things that we needed.
The first one is totally a Police Academy ripoff. So you have Linnea Quigley, which is like the cool kind of slacker. It's like her and like her friend and her friend's boyfriend are like a little trio. And she plays Dee Dee. And then Ginger Lynn's character, Holly, she's like a little goody-goody. She's the straight person. She's almost like a heel. Where in the second one, they become friends and team up. And I actually think that was the best combo.
Let's drink a little potion and start a commotion. You're pretty good at this.
I wish they would have made maybe one more together where they were a team, because when they started to finally gel, it worked. So I thought it was good. But the second one's a lot of fun too.
It's a Police Academy ripoff, but without a Michael Winslow.
Daniel, wanna fight, huh?
Icing on top of the cake if they would have had somebody make sound effects.
We didn't have Michael Winslow in Vice Academy, so they just gave us a bunch of boobs.
Honestly, can't you two ever keep your clothes on?
And there's nothing wrong with that either. It's not a bad movie without boobs.
No. That's how things rolled back then.
Yep.
They're not very long movies either. But like I said, it's 1 and 2. That's all I would have wanted. It came with 3. They all, I don't know. I've seen them all.
So let me ask you a question. If they released the other ones, would you bite the bullet on those 2?
I didn't really like them. I say no now, but how many times have I told you I'm not going to buy something, and then 5 minutes later I text you that I bought it?
We did that with Tix. Neither one of us wanted to justify spending $40 on a Tix 4K. Yeah. And 5 minutes later, you were like, "Hey, I bought it," and here I am, once again following like a little dog. Yeah, I actually have to do it too.
Yeah, like I came too.
Yeah. This is the answer to the question. If your friends jump off a bridge, would you do it too? Yeah. I'm that person that says yes.
Yeah. If it has to do with buying movies, absolutely. Gotta feed our addiction.
Yeah, all the time. Somewhere down the line, you're going to find out that I have a lot of movies that I've never even opened that are out of print that I could easily go and sell them, but I choose not to. I went ahead and I double dipped and bought digitals on all of them just so I don't have to open them. And that's the sad part. I'm a jerk.
There's just some movies I just haven't opened because I haven't gotten around to it. So like I just want to collect. I just want to have it.
Yeah, so did I. And I'm not one of those people like you ever seen like on any of the chat rooms, whatever it was, Yahoo chat, the message board. Jeez, I'm dating myself now. The comment section. There it is. The comment sections of the Vinegar Syndrome stuff, and they start touting there's only 10. The quantity. There's only 10 left. Everybody's got to go buy them, and they're just buying them because it's running out, just to buy them.
Yeah.
We, on the other hand, buy them ahead of time because we were like, it looks like a fun movie. And then find out that, man, everybody's paying an obscene amount of money for all this stuff, and we just have it sitting there.
When Vinegar Syndrome does put out tweets saying that there's only so many left and I don't have it, okay, like I'm such a sucker. I'll go, no, we're not going to repress it. I'll go buy it. And what happens? They repress it.
Or MBD goes ahead and redoes it. They did that with Rad and Action USA.
We went and bought this for $50 from a French site we never heard of. Would buy from again. If you're like David said, if you're interested and you need to have this is a great alternative. It's
the exact same thing.
Vinegar release. It's the exact same release. It's just different artwork. And it even has a slip. And very safe shipping. It was wrapped well and everything. Like you could have spiked that like a football after scoring a touchdown. It wouldn't have put so much as a nick in the plastic.
Amazon, Vinegar, they all need to take notes from Pulse Video on how to ship. These people literally ship another country in a couple days.
That's right. Pulse. Is it Le Pulse, or is it just Pulse?
I don't know.
Can we call it Le Pulse? That's funnier?
Or maybe we should put French subtitles in all this whole thing just to make it authentic. It'd be like Pee Wee. Remember at the end of Pee Wee's Big Adventure when he met up with Simone, and he gave her French fries because she wanted to go to France. I'm probably just gonna go off on a Pee Wee rant, but no. Au revoir, Pee Wee.
Well, I hope you all enjoyed our banner about Vice Academy. It's very nostalgic for David and I because we love the USA Up All Night. We were the perfect age. It was the perfect time, perfect year, and it was just it's something we'll never have again.
I don't think I was a perfect age. I just think I didn't have any supervision. Yeah. And it was up all night. Wait.
Oh yeah. Yes, it was. You're right. It wasn't the perfect age. I guess it was just lack of supervision. So
there it is.
For that, parents, thank you.
We'll do the golf clap like on what was it? Men at Work.
If you enjoyed our stuff, you know the drill. Subscribe, comment, like, all that stuff. Love to hear from you. And let us know maybe some of the cool rarities that you might have on Blu-ray, 4K, DVD, VHS, what have you. We'd love to hear about it.
Or recommendations. We're always blind buy stuff.
Oh yes, please. Yes, please. If you are going to tell us, give us a link too, so we can go buy it.
Yeah.
feed the beast. And that's it. So till next time, everybody.
Don't forget, O'Doyle rules.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we'll just go for it.